All right, on worksheet 4, number 12, sine squared and a cosine. So this is that Pythagorean identity we'll need. Sine squared plus cosine squared is 1. Do I want to replace the sine squared or do I want to replace cosine? Sine squared, because that's not even squared, so that's not really eligible anyway. But if I replace sine squared with 1 minus cosine squared, then everybody, or all the trig functions, are in terms of cosine. And I hopefully will be able to factor it. So choose wisely who you replace so that they're all the same. 2 minus 2 cosine squared x plus 3 cosine x minus 3 equals 0. Negative 2 cosine squared x plus 3 cosine x minus 1 equals 0. And I can factor that if you absolutely force me to, but there's something we can do to make life a lot easier in terms of factoring that we can do before we factor. I mean, I can factor it as it is, but I'd really rather not. Let's divide out the negative. That should make life a little bit easier for us. 2 cosine squared minus 3 cosine x plus 1 equals 0. I mean, I could have factored it the other way, but I was much more likely to make a mistake with that lead negative in there. So 2 cosine x and cosine x, that'll get me to 2 cosine squared. The only way I'm going to get 1 is 1 and 1. And looks like they both need to be negative. So cosine of x equals 1/2, and cosine of x equals 1. So that means for the 1/2, that would be pi over 3 would be the first answer. And the second answer, I could say negative, no, I want to say negative pi over 3. I could say 5 pi over 3, but plus or minus is the easier way to go. And then an angle whose cosine is 1 would be 0. So 0 plus 2 pi k. So there's my answers to number 12.